It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show.
G'day there, podcaster. Fun day around the office. We had a lot of meetings today. We spoke to a cool client for a thing, like an idea that we'd love to do at some point. I think we all did pretty well. It was sort of a sometimes they're like, hey guys, if you love your idea so much, why don't you pitch it to the? And we're always like, yeah, I would actually prefer that, because it's like we're obviously passionate about it. We want to do it. But yeah, I think there was no complaints from anyone. It was all sort of
it has been a while since we've done one of those like teams meeting where everyone sits there and everyone's like got to meet each other and stuff. But it was
life's
really,
a pitch, baby. That's how I see it. You're always wheeling and dealing.
For me, it always feels like
with
with this job, it's obviously like a silly job, and we don't really it's not like a formal workplace. But then
it is, but it isn't.
It is, but it isn't. Not for
yeah.
us. Like there's formal work happening around us, but very much our environment is not formal.
Yeah.
But then you go into those things, and it's all very official. It's on like Microsoft Teams. There's like an etiquette. You sit up a little bit straighter.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that.
Also, when people are wearing suits and Belle's wearing an LSKD hoodie, I'm wearing an Umbro shirt, Ben's got just a jumper on. Do you know what I mean?
A nice
Mate,
jumper.
I rocked up in bike shorts last week at some point. I was like, well, I'm running late for the gym. I'll just
but unless
go
you're
like
shaking
that.
your ass in the camera, what's down below doesn't matter. I feel like it's above from the waist.
No, I'm just saying our side of the business is like...
Oh, you can wear whatever you want.
Yeah, whereas like there is the side, the professional side, yes. And I don't miss that.
Every day's casual day.
Yes.
I got another message from our good friend Max Laverne.
Follow up.
Former producer.
6 producers ago. If you missed yesterday's off-air pod, listen to that first. And then Liam sends a message, but then we come back on after the pod's finished because he replies a bit late.
Yeah, so you can hear that at the end. So he's obviously gone back and listened through.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he listened to the pod, and he's got in quotation marks, he was very bold. Jesus Christ.
Did I say that?
I think I said,
we'll
was he
have to
bald? And you said he was very bald.
He was very bold. But the way he's written, he was very bold. Jesus Christ. And I said, how's the drive-by? And he said, absolutely brutal. Please thank Belle for remembering me with a head of hair.
Yeah, bless.
Nice.
Thanks, Max.
Well, another update on...
He was very bold.
Another update on text messages. We were talking also about Trevor, the Bunnings guy.
Oh, I get back to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I love when you save something for the off-air pod. I didn't know that.
Yes. Oh, don't get too excited.
You said
So
no.
I said I was going to text him, and I did. And then he replied to my text, because I just said, hey, I emailed you, like, just checking that's still your email, and we'd love to have you involved again.
Mm-hmm.
And he just replied, okay, with a thumbs up emoji.
That's great.
It's good. We got him on the hook.
Hey, he's
We got him
there.
on the hook.
He's there.
Get the teams up. Let's do another pitch. We're in a pitching mood today. Let's pitch.
I love that. So are you going to follow up with him?
Actually, well, I haven't checked my emails for like a few hours, so maybe... No, he hasn't replied. But yeah, so we should hopefully be having a response on the yes or no for the jingle in the next, I don't know.
So, but
few hours.
what are you going to send back to that?
Oh, I love hearted it.
So what are you waiting for?
For him to reply to the email. My
so
text
you...
was,
Right.
hey, Trevor,
it
just
was like a warning shot.
Well, no, it was,
Check
hey,
your email.
I sent you an email last week just checking if you got it. Is that still your email? Because if you don't remember, you made the Ben and Liam jingle and we loved it so much. We'd love to have you involved with something else.
Right.
I've sent you the email about it. Let me
And
know
the
if you
email had more
received it.
details.
The email was more detailed, so he said, okay. So
Gotcha.
I think he
Sorry.
was now going to check his emails.
Gotcha.
now.
Are you drinking vodka premix at 5:20 on a Tuesday?
Be about right.
It's coconut water.
Can I sniff it, please?
Well, it doesn't smell like coconut
Well,
water.
I just want to check if it smells like vodka. That's what I was getting at. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit bubble gummy, so it's hard to... Did you want to sniff that?
Yeah, I mean...
Don't drink it,
well,
mate.
no,
I know you're
I'm-
driving
I've
home.
become-
Strong mix.
Is that bourbon?
No, I've become addicted to another coconut water at the moment. Still with my chocolate. That's my one and only true love. But there's a coconut water with ginger and lemon juice in it, and it's amazing. But I got it from Woolies, and I can't find it at Coles now. It's very
annoying.
sad. So I got this, but it's a lychee. I don't like it.
I actually
It's too sweet.
took a leaf out of your book and got one of the coconut Chalky Milks
Did you?
on the weekend, and I was like, this is amazing. First couple of sips, and then I was like, yeah. Day 2, I was like, nah, it's actually not that good.
It's
Like,
just like chocolate milk.
I think it just is chocolate milk, right? That's the thing. Like,
It's coconut water, 98%. And then there's 94 or 5%. Then there's 2% coconut like milk to make it a bit thicker. And then cocoa.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
It just,
It's
Should I get the
hydrating.
ingredients up?
It's very good for you.
I think it's full of sugar though. Yes, it is.
Uh,
It would be.
No.
No, I was like,
I've looked at
it's
the
very
ingredients
sweet.
so many times because I'm like, how does this
I
exist?
literally did as well, and I was like, some of it could be natural sugars, but it's like
Did you
it's
look at the
shit.
sugar content?
yeah, like I just looked,
Yeah, it's probably in there from like coconut. Yes.
it's a lot of
Yeah, but it's not like they haven't added like teaspoons and teaspoons and teaspoons of
I
sugar.
don't know.
No, but it's kind of like you can't drink orange juice and say it's good for you because it's got none of the fiber left in it.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
just
completely
sugar.
different kettle of fish, though.
No, it's
yes.
not because just coconut water would be pure sugar, right?
No, but it's got electrolytes and hydrolytes, and it's got like good shit in it for you.
Why can't I find the ingredients online? Coconut water ingredients, Cocoa Bella. Is
Yeah,
that it?
Yeah.
like I'll give
Like
it to you. It's
chocolate.
like it's good though. Like it's like,
It's so nice.
but
Oh,
yeah,
that's my dessert
I'll-
every night. Like I have a glass of that, and it's just, oh my gosh, it's so good.
It's different.
Yeah, okay. So it's coconut water 95%, coconut cream 2%, raw sugar, then cacao or cocoa, however you want to say that,
Mm.
citrus fiber, natural chocolate flavor.
Yeah.
So it could be worse, but it has
Totally.
got sugar in it for sure.
But then it's got all
A chalky
the...
milk would still probably have more though.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my god.
If
Plus
you-
the
if you're
dairy
addicted
and
to-
everything else.
if you're addicted to chocolate milk, I'd be saying that's a better option. For
This
sure.
is like your
Or if
nicotine
you-
patch,
yeah,
just to
or
sort
if
of
you-
wean you off the chalky milk.
if you wanted a slice of cake every night, or you needed that sugar hit, if you had this, you are being hydrated, and also
You're gonna get on the Ninja Creamy, brother.
What is that? Has it got dairy in it?
It doesn't have to. You can have whatever you want in it. It's
you
like
could put that in there. You could put the chocolate,
you literally could.
coconut water in
What
there.
is it?
It's a so it's like
Ice cream machine.
it's like Ninja blenders.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
my
yeah,
dessert.
Yeah.
So you can have,
we've got the yogurt one at home.
Yeah, the Ninja Creamy. It's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. So you could just, instead of having like a protein shake or whatever, you
Yeah.
can just have your protein powder in that, and then you could have it with whatever milk you want, like oat or almond or whatever.
Yeah,
like, you know,
yeah.
It doesn't have to be dairy, and then you just like sort of freeze it. You blend it up in there. You
Yeah.
can put some stuff to mix in there. It's
Yeah,
good.
right.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm 10 years behind still. I've still got to get an air fryer. So, like, just baby
to be
steps for
fair,
me.
they're chunky, and you don't actually use them as much as you think you will.
Do you not want yours anymore?
I'll keep it in the fleet. I'll keep it in
Okay.
the fleet.
Well, as we learnt yesterday with you talking about your hard rubbish, if you don't want anything, please, I'll take it.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware that you'll take the
Thank you.
scraps.
Thank you.
I just got a cute message from Mum because Mum and Dad are going to come over to help me with the move.
Oh, nice.
But they're going to fly over and then drive the spare car back
Nice.
rather than doing the traditional drive
Yeah.
over and then drive back. And so Mum and Dad rarely fly. Like they've done a few overseas trips, but they're few and far between, so they don't fly very often.
They're drivers.
They're drivers for sure. And I text Mum today because I'm taking Sam to the airport and then she's flying to Adelaide and then I'm going to drive the car back. So I said to Mum, I can pick you up from the airport, but if you can fly in when Sam's leaving,
yeah.
I can just stay at the
Perfect.
airport, pick you up. you know.
Yeah.
And then she said, no worries, love, send me the dates. Sent her the dates. Then she just replied, are you flying into Tullamarine or Avalon?
Oh, bless.
As in-
From an Adelaide family, they're like, wait, there's more than one airport, huh? She's probably
I've
not in
never even
Essendon.
seen
I
Avalon.
don't even know where it is.
It's down near Geelong, that's why.
I know. I've
Right.
heard people say that, but I just haven't.
Oh,
I've not been near it.
you haven't been on the flight when you're coming into Melbourne and they go, bit of a problem here. We're just a bit stacked up. We're going to actually reroute to Avalon. That's the
God.
worst message you can get because you're then going, you were going to land like northeast of Melbourne and you're now south in Geelong.
Mm.
Oh, I've had that 2 or 3 times in my life
Look-
coming from Sydney and I was like, God damn.
Yeah, and you're already just ridiculously far away from the city.
Yes.
Like you got to admit, as a Melburnian, it's arse,
Totally.
the whole system. And they're like, oh, you got the Sky Bus, like mate, what?
Oh,
What? It's built like if you're going to build it that far away, put a train line. Like this is obvious.
well,
right?
that's a whole thing in itself. The train line, the airport train line. That's been like 20 years of it's happening. Actually, no, it's happening. We've got it. No, it's not.
Sort it
And
out.
it's
You know
it's
what I mean?
a lot of people up in arms. But that's the same as like in Adelaide up to the hills. They're like, "Where's the train? When's the train coming?" And that's a whole thing.
Doesn't
as well.
need one. Doesn't need one.
Oh,
you know
now
what?
have you been to Mount Barker recently? It's a whole
it
other
does.
city up
yeah,
there now.
It does get pretty backed up. I'll give you that.
Wild.
But you know what I'm excited about going back to Adelaide because it's always a nightmare, but it's going to be finished in the next couple of years. South Road's going to be fully upgraded.
Whole way
So you can
through.
go whole way north to south, just 90 all the way through. It's going to be a game changer.
Which one's South Road?
South Road's like the main one that connects the north to the south.
See, I always get confused with that because when you say South Road, I picture a road going horizontally, like east to west in
No,
the south.
it goes north
because
south.
it's a South Road.
Yeah, no, it goes north south.
Right. Okay.
But you would never use it going from the city to the hills. So that's probably
From
why
the
you're not
city
too
to
familiar
the-
with it.
yeah,
But
no.
it's a nightmare of a road.
Hey, I know Glen Osmond Road though. That was
Yeah.
I did that trip multiple times.
What
a
about
day.
the? Remember how that was South Road, right? When it was just like, is that still a thing where it only went one way?
No, that was the
Southern Expressway.
that was the Southern Expressway that went south. Yeah,
So
Oh,
like,
yeah, one-way ticket. Off
Yeah.
you go.
yeah, well, like sometimes it would be like the other way.
it was peak hour coming into the city.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon it changed directions. It was peak hour out of the city.
So how would you, if you had to commute from the city down in the morning, how would you get there?
You just
So
have to
you're
go
going
along.
against traffic.
Yeah.
You gotta
have
go
to
long
the
way.
long way.
What's the long way?
Well,
like
it's just
coastal?
all the side roads. Yeah.
Oh, what? Not
Yeah.
even one lane? You don't
Yeah.
even get a little pity lane?
No, it was a big failed experiment. It wasn't an experiment. I think they did it as a look at the new road,
But
and then
they
everyone
do.
roasted
What?
it.
What?
Yeah.
They do that here. You would have seen near Albert Park.
Yeah,
There's
there.
5 lanes, and the middle lane.
Whoa.
That was the internal studio.
It was. That
computer.
was my computer.
Who put that on loud?
I'm trying to clear the message.
So would that happen
on
like,
air. That's
air?
come through.
I've
yeah.
got the PC up because of
Yeah.
a bit I want to do after.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
So I rarely do that, but that's why that happened.
Could you imagine that? If we're in like some sort of big moment, we're giving away a car or something.
Hello.
We mainly give away nachos. So it's fine.
Because Marty
Hey,
Gomez.
we have laptops at the moment.
Well, we do have lappies. That's true.
Yeah.
Thanks to our friends at Harvey Norman.
Hell yeah.
What were you saying? You would? Oh yeah. So
No,
Albert,
the 5 lanes, the middle lane switches.
That
so
makes
you've got
sense.
that middle one. But I've never seen it when it does switch, and
Mm.
I've always been like, do they just put in a big block for like 10 minutes
Mm.
and then they open one?
it is horrifying when you are in the third lane and you're confident that you're in the right one, but
Yeah.
you don't 100% know. You could be going against traffic.
Yeah.
I've got a Pod Squad plod, if I
Oh,
may.
great. Yeah.
There's one here from Anonymous. They've posted this anonymously. They said, "Hey, I've got a Pod Squad plod message. I challenge Belle. I don't know what this is. I haven't
not
checked.
click on that.
I haven't checked this. No,
I haven't clicked on it.
What
I
is
have.
it?
I
What is
don't-
it?
It's me doing an impersonation, so let's just
I-
put 2 and 2 together there.
I-
I don't think
Okay.
we should address that.
I haven't watched the video, so I don't know.
Maybe. All right.
I haven't either.
Well,
I could be
I've
wrong.
got it up ready to
We'll
go.
bleep
though.
the whole thing
Oh.
if it needs to be bleeped, but we will
Yep.
listen to it.
I challenge Belle to do a Dr. Hamster Evil. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Oh.
A Dr. Hamster Evil impression from the Stitch movie. So I haven't
Okay.
seen the new one. I've seen the old one back in the day. I don't remember who Dr. Hamster
I don't,
Evil
yeah,
is.
it doesn't ring a bell for me.
They've posted a link to the YouTube video. This is it.
Mhm.
None of us have heard this.
Yeah, but let's just.
So let's see if Belle can do
Oh,
this impression.
gosh.
Please come closer. Have a seat. Tell me, what makes you think you are so qualified for this assignment to let experiment 626 escape?
It
You
is in our
knew it was
wheelhouse.
gonna
I
be
actually
that.
thought it was her doing the voice. I'm not going to lie.
We all knew where that was.
I didn't know where that was going.
I had no idea. But yes.
I'm going to go into the back end and see who that anonymous poster was.
Is this from the old movie or the new one? It looks like the old one. Because I don't think you
I
could
didn't
do
even-
that. I
was
don't think you
there
could
a
do that in the
movie?
new one.
No.
Yeah, what do you mean there's a new one? It's like the biggest movie out at the moment.
Lilo
No,
and
it's
Stitch.
the old. Was there a movie back in the day?
What?
What are you talking about?
You don't know about Lilo and
Lilo
Stitch?
and Stitch?
Wasn't it just a TV show?
No.
Are you
It
shitting
was the
me?
sister with the wagon.
Yeah, I thought it was just a,
Famous movie.
I thought it was just a
Ohana.
TV show.
It means family.
Yeah,
Duh.
I know, but wasn't it? I used to
No,
watch it
mate.
on like Disney Channel. It was on like
Brother.
every Saturday.
They
as a
w- I-
TV
they
show.
they would have done like a TV show spin-off after the movie's
Oh.
After the
massive
wild
success.
success of the film.
I always thought it was just a
The
TV show.
OG.
There you go. Huh.
Yeah, man.
Comments have been turned off on this YouTube video.
Yep. Who made that video of just a mashup of them? Like,
I think it's just one scene from the movie, isn't it?
Can I look at the B Jackson 94? Interesting. I don't know who that username could be, but
stop.
Oh, the person who posted
B
it.
Jackson 94.
Cryptic.
What other videos are on there? Here we go. My Viceroy of the Trade Federation impression. High definition.
I don't
Okay.
know what that is.
Interesting. What else do we have here? I've got some impressions from the film Team America.
Yep.
Okay.
These are all really in Jackson's wheelhouse.
I also don't know what that is, so
Okay. Okay.
it's not a funny
Was there-
it's not funny.
Was there any other Pod Squad plods, Belle, that you wanted to do?
Yeah, was it Nathan Novak or was it Janda? Hang on, who posted? Oh no, I've just clicked on something else. Asking if cameraman Cam was coming back.
Oh, there's one more.
Oh, it was
sorry,
Jared Jenkins.
there's one more that I thought Liam would like. Sorry, just
Oh,
while we're on
okay.
the topic of Belle's impressions.
Yeah.
Jackson Vivian said how the team looks at Belle Jackson when she starts doing one of her impressions, and then it's like the meme is how she looks at me after I do one of my impressions in front of her parents, and it's just like a girl looking really
Just looking
disappointed.
like concerned.
Yeah, like don't do that.
Well, if you'd like to see the visuals of whatever the boys are pointing out, remember that our Facebook group, Ben, Liam, Belle's Pod Squad.
It went back up to 2.6.
Love it.
Oh,
It was
bless.
2.5, bounced back up.
Hell yeah.
Bless.
Pop it
Shout
off.
out to the new members.
But yeah, so someone asked if cameraman Cam, Jared Jenkins was asking cameraman Cam coming back in Adelaide.
Well, yeah, I guess we have to wait and see. I mean, it's not. I
Well, yeah,
wouldn't
we
say
don't have
it's-
an answer for that.
I wouldn't say it's like a walk up and play.
No.
You know what I mean?
But they were just like, is he coming
He's
back?
his dad now.
He's a dad,
Yep.
which is
Dad.
fun.
Ben's dad.
What are you looking at me for?
I don't know. I think
Yeah, no, it'd be nice to have another dad around.
Wouldn't it? I'd love one.
Jesus. Okay, so we've spoken about this. No impressions. Stop talking about dads. It's 2 rules.
Pretty clear.
It's just 2 clear rules that we have. Goes to the radio show, goes for the off-air pod.
But yes. But no, that's it.
Was there
Oh,
any other-
the last thing you can mention is at the very start of this, Liam was talking about the pitch that we did. Did you say who it was for, or should we not?
I don't think we should
nah.
get into
Okay, that's
that.
fine. We don't have to say who it
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
but it's they. I don't know why they do this so much, but they did a Photoshop of us with the
Wearing tracksuits.
Company.
Just
off
say,
brand.
just say it was for Twisties.
Yep.
We were in Twisties tracksuits.
yeah, like bright yellow tracksuits.
Yep.
But they'd photoshopped Liam and I's heads onto these 2 guys who looked like because there was a person in the middle that was Belle, looked like quite a small person. The 2 guys on the ends were
Huge.
extremely tall,
Yeah.
Scotty Pippen.
and we said when we saw that, we said thank you for getting accurate representations of how
and
tall we are.
it's good. And it's good that it
It's
was
like
there.
it's the 1%.
It was ridiculous. They were so tall that like they were sitting on the chair and their legs were so long that their knees were like bent up and still their
Well,
feet were flat
yeah,
on the
I
ground.
know you think it's funny, but
It's
it's
ridiculous.
actually very hard to be in flights.
Yeah, but
Because
then like
you're
even
sort of, well, we're so tall, it's sort of like when your knees are around your ears.
Yeah.
but even
not
you
comfortable.
referenced that in the call. You're like, thank you, we are 7 foot, but people don't know. I don't think people know. It's like there was like 30 people in that call. They don't know the gag.
Yeah, well,
And
it's
you're
not a
just like,
gag. That's
"Thank
what I'm
you."
getting at. And if you plant enough seeds, it's just word gets around, you know?
A forest will grow.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, no, we got a good show coming up today.
Speaking of
so-
forests, if they ever did a live action,
Who would play us?
well, no, I was going to say if they ever did a live action Lord of the Rings, but I suppose that it was a live action Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
the films. But if it was a musical, I think Ben and I would be cast as Ents.
Yep.
Tree people. You know, they're just really,
Nobody cares the woods anymore.
and they like carry people like, come with me.
Wait, are they trees?
They're
Yeah,
trees.
well, they're not
trees.
trees.
They're Ents.
They're ants.
I don't know what that is.
Well, the uneducated will call them tree men,
Yes.
but they're ants.
But are they men who are trees or trees who are men?
No,
What's
no,
the
no.
go
It's,
here?
it's a whole different race altogether.
What do you mean?
They're not
Do they have
trees.
bark
they're
as
not.
skin, but
no,
they're
yeah,
people?
they're not trees or men. They speak for the trees, a bit like the Lorax.
But are they
The
humans?
Lorax is not to be confused with an ant. The Lorax
No,
is just
no.
the Lorax.
Yeah.
But yes.
Can you describe what they look like?
Then you've
please?
got Horton, who hears a who, and that's a different
Yeah.
thing as well.
Almost borderline plagiarism there from Dr. Seuss, because Tolkien would have got in first with the ants.
Are you serious?
And I reckon Dr. Seuss would have looked at that
Dr.
and gone.
Seuss has been around for like
80
Tolkien's
years.
around,
Tolkien's been around
Tolkien's.
longer.
I would wager, yeah, Tolkien's.
what?
It'd be,
The
it'd
guy
be-
who wrote Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
old as hell.
Seuss would be
Really?
Seuss is 60s, Tolkien would be 40s. If I had to guess.
I thought Lord of the Rings was like
at ages.
80s.
No.
What?
No.
Old,
The
old.
books, like the
Yeah,
original.
yeah, I thought the books were like the 80s.
Nah.
Oh
So
no way.
Tolkien was born in 1892.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when was it written?
40s, I reckon.
Okay. When was Lord of the Rings?
First book written.
Yeah, 1925 to 1945. So
Wow.
like basically World War
Hang on.
II-ish.
So then, who got all the money when the movie people bought the books for the rights and all of that following?
Christopher Tolkien is his grandson, and he continued writing.
Oh.
So I guess his grandson stayed in the family.
And yeah, he died in the 70s, so he never would have seen it.
So he cashed in on his grandpa's work.
Well, do you know what also is funny?
Well, continued it. He
Do you
didn't
know
like
who
Kate.
tried to buy the rights and make the movies first?
Disney?
The Beatles.
Really?
No, that's a true thing. The Beatles wanted to make the Lord of the Rings movies. Because,
Yeah.
the Beatles did lots of movies. They were like movie stars for a little while.
No.
Kind of well, they were. Like, Elvis also made movies. Like, not that all of them were great, but, like, that was just, they were sort of the first, like, super big business. Like, they got into all the different
Hang on,
areas.
but they were the money people behind it, or they were acting in the movies?
I don't know that. I know there's a link there. Okay, I'm going to look that up. It could be like a meme.
Also,
like
side
the
quest
beginning.
here. Dr. Seuss first published a book closer than I thought, 1937. So
Oh, so it's actually...
there's a little bit of crossover, but if you're specifically talking about the Lorax, that was written in 71.
But were the Lord of the Rings books big enough then, or did they only come to fruition when, like, his grandson went, "These are actually amazing"?
No,
and
I think
started?
I think they were big when they first came out. I think he was like known for like establishing the fantasy genre.
Where are you getting that from?
He is.
Did you just pull that out?
No, he is. He's the first one to go like, this is fantasy, because that wasn't a thing before he existed.
We should get Luke Booktalk on to ask him about it.
Oh my gosh, can we?
So Stanley Kubrick actually was going to make
With the Beatles.
with the Beatles. So weird. So
were the Beatles going to play like
John Lennon
Frodo and shit?
John Lennon was going to be Gollum.
What?
Serious?
My precious, it eats the fish.
And then Paul McCartney was going to be Frodo.
So they were just going to frolic around in some hills and film some
George
shit.
would have been Gandalf, and Ringo would have been Samwise Gamgee.
Wow.
Why did they?
So Stanley, yeah.
They just picked the biggest roles when we want those.
After Doctor Strangelove, which is like a famous movie, Kubrick did. He was going to do it. It was going to be like an animated. Oh, sorry, it was going to be animated, and then the
They were the
Beatles were going to
voices.
the voices.
Oh, so they weren't going to run around with a wig
Which
on
is-
and stuff.
which is insane, really. But
That was Doctor Strangelove weird or good? Or
I don't know too much about it. I actually nearly saw the stage show when I was in London because Steve Coogan was in it. And I know nothing about Doctor Strangelove, but I love Steve Coogan. Aha! Alan Partridge. And so I like spent all this money, and then we ended up going home a bit early, so I got my money back for it, which
did
is
you
good.
sell it on Tixel or something?
No, I had to like complain to the theatre a bit because and do you know what's funny? I pulled out, and then hours later, Coogan actually pulled out of that performance,
Oh.
and I would have been so pissed if I paid that money to
Gee.
basically
So hang on,
just
how'd you
see.
get your money back?
Well, I had sent that email before he
Coogan.
cancelled,
Yeah.
so I
But what
think
did you say?
I just said I had to like leave the country.
Really? And they were okay with that?
they're okay with
That's
it.
pretty good service.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty good service. Yep. But also like I'm sure like a lot of people were canny. They were like they actually said, "Oh, we'll give you a voucher for the London Theatre Group," and I was like, "I'm not going to be back." in
Yeah,
London,
okay.
So yeah,
I thought they would
Get
have
me
been.
my
I thought
money
they would have
back.
been a-holes about that. But like, no,
No,
sorry.
they were
bought a
pretty
ticket.
good. They were pretty chill about the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I you know how you just try it on an email sometime. You're like, I'm just going to see.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I like bought the tickets, and then we ended up leaving the next morning, and then like it was going to be like the day after that. So it was all like I'd only just bought them and cancelled them within 24 hours.
Yep.
Sort of thing.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, pretty good.
All right. Well, we will catch you in tomorrow's off-air pod.
Yes, or we technically will catch you in tonight's show pod.
Yep. If you choose to listen to this in the what do we call it, Liam? Is it the canon or machete?
Yeah.
Yeah, canon.
Let's
If you want to listen canonically, what? I mean, I can say machete, Belle.
Yeah. No one died.
Yeah, no one died.
They're banned now, though.
They are banned in Melbourne, so maybe we
So
can't say.
maybe
Also,
is,
like-
is the word banned?
Why weren't they banned before?
Yeah, well, let's not get into if it's the right decision or not.
I mean,
and all that.
does that mean mine's illegal? Because I have one.
Yeah. Oh, is it illegal
No,
to
'cause I
sell
had
or
it,
illegal
yeah.
to possess?
I think it's illegal to
don't-
sell.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't think there was any problems with the machete thing until Ben started saying, "I've got a machete." now we're in grey territory.
But I got it in SA.
And you own.
There's no laws in
Oh, so
SA.
you brought
Well, I
it
think
in.
the laws are actively changing.
Yes.
They're changing.
They've been, you
Can
can't.
you hear that
you can't-
police siren, by the way?
Yeah,
I'm not
literally,
even
yeah.
joking.
Yeah, they're coming for Ben. Illegal to sell or possess machetes.
Well, just try and stop me. I've got.
No. Ben will smelt it down later on, and we apologise.
I
Like,
will
he has a
smelt it.
machete.
Yep.
He'll
I will smelt it down.
He'll smelt it.
I'll smelt it down into a ring of some sort.
That'd be pretty cool. Have you
Should
seen
we
the
go for
movie
it? Should
Machete?
Machete. Yeah, with Trago. Is
Yeah, Danny Trejo.
that how you say it? Yeah. Trago.
Machete.
His head's on a turtle.
In
Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
Bad. In Breaking Bad, but I can see how you can get confused.
Yeah.
because there's blood
Okay.
and guts, and it's in the
Yeah.
desert.
Did you guys want a ring?
Do
If
you
I
wanna
smelt
know what
it down,
your-
do you guys
what-
want a ring?
Yeah, I'd take a machete ring if you
Great.
smelt it.
Yeah, because you might want to do that. Because the punishment is not nice.
What is it?
What is it?
So if you're found to have one, it can result in the penalties of 2 years imprisonment or a fine of more than $47,000.
Good luck finding it. Pretty tight prison wallet.
God, you've just.
Yes.
No, I will smelt it down.
He'll smelt it and hide it in his bum. That's what
No, I'll smelt it down. I'll make 3 rings and
Yeah.
keep them in my ring.
One ring to rule them all.
He will dispose of it
Yeah.
Yep.
for legal reasons.
Yep, it will
for the
be gone.
record.
Bye, guys.
He does
Bye.
not own one.
And that's it!
Liked that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Belle.